my channel. Today I'm showing you guys how to make this amazing homemade pumpkin pie. It's so easy to make, guys, and it's so good. Let me show you guys how I make this awesome, delicious pumpkin pie at home. If you want to see the video, stay tuned. Be sure to like it if you enjoy it. And without further ado, let's jump right in. Now here's what you need to make this homemade pumpkin pie. I have all-purpose flour, iced water, and I have some salt here as well. And also I have some shortening. You can use butter if you want, and a little bit of extra flour to flouring the surface. And here I have my evaporated milk, pumpkin puree. I have some condensed milk, salt, cinnamon, ground nutmeg, and I have some butter here. Also I have ground cloves with ground ginger, and also I'll be using 3 eggs. Okay, now let's get started. To make the crust, I am going to add the salt to the flour. We're going to give that a mix just like that. Then we're going to start by adding our shortening. Like I said, you can use butter for this, unsalted butter, or you can use regular butter with salt. Just don't add the extra salt, obviously. Now I'm going to use my fork to mix the shortening with the flour. Once I have a consistency just like that, I am going to take my hands and start forming my dough. Now I'm using a tablespoon to add the water to my flour. Now I believe I use about 6 tablespoons of water, but add your water gradually until you form a dough, something like this. All right, something like that. Now is the time to knead the dough, and I am going to add a little bit of that extra flour that I showed you guys earlier to flour the surface. And I'm taking my rolling pin and just roll it out and make sure it's large enough for my baking dish. Now I am going to take the dough and place it on top of the baking dish that I'm going to bake it on. And this baking dish is already have the shape, so there's nothing much to do but just, you know, pressing the dough on there to make sure it looks like the dish. And if you're interested on this baking dish, I will try to find one on Amazon and leave the link below for you guys in the description box. Now I'm going to trim the excess dough on the edge. And once I'm done, this is what it looks like. This is what you have. So what I am going to do is basically bake this on 350 for about 6 to 10 minutes. You're not going to fully bake it, just to bake it for now. Okay, just make sure you guys listening to what I'm saying, because the dough is very fragile. Before you know it, you can literally overcook this or burn it. So make sure you add the little holes, that way the dough doesn't form bubbles and start rising. So I'm going to add a little bit of egg wash. After 10 minutes later, I take it out the oven, add some egg wash on the crust just like that. Then I am going to place it in the oven again for about 6 minutes. All right, don't fully bake this because you're going to bake it as you're baking the pie. Now this is the crust. This is what it looks like. Y'all can see it looks really good. Set it aside. We're going to move on to our filling. So now we're going to make the filling. I am using all of my dry ingredients. I'm mixing them together in this little bowl here. and then we're going to start adding all the ingredients together in a bowl. So now I am going to add my pumpkin puree. Now I am going to add my condensed milk in there. And also I'll be adding in the evaporated milk, which is about half a cup. Of course, the measurement will be below for you guys. Now I'm adding 3 eggs. And now is the time to add your dry spices. Now you can use allspice for this recipe. Basically this is a whole homemade allspice we just made. But if you want to just buy allspice, just buy it and add it in. I believe about 2 tablespoons will do for this recipe. And I'm using a hand mixer, guys. You don't really have to use a hand mixer, but I'm just using it. Mix it together. Once you're done, I am going to add some vanilla extract in there, pure vanilla extract. Then we're going to give it another mix. Like I said, you can use a whisk for this. You don't have to use a hand mixer. Like, seriously. I don't know why I'm using it, honestly. Now once you're done, you're going to take your pie filling and pour it into your pie crust, just like that. Now guys, we're going to bake this on the lower rack of the oven. All right, don't put it on top because the crust will literally just burn and you will have your pie not even fully cooked. So make sure you put it on the lower rack. I'm going to cook this for about 30 to 45 minutes, so you got to keep checking on it on 300. All right, 330 to 45 minutes. I cook it slow. So this is what it looks like once it's done, honey. Look how good the crust is my favorite part, okay, of the pie. It looks so good. And look at the pie, y'all. Look at it. It looks so so good. I love me some pumpkin pie. This is what it looks like, guys, once it is done. Now I didn't place it in the fridge. You should place yours in the fridge before serving so it can be nice and set, okay? So this is what it looks like. Hopefully you enjoy it. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up for me, guys, if you enjoy it. If you've been liking all the videos that I've been putting out, please like this one too for me. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.